Want a knot that's strong, versatile, and easy to tie, even on the water? Then you need to know the Uni Knot. Let's dive in. Now, the Uni Knot is one of the strongest knots you can tie, and it's really versatile. I use it for pretty much every type of fishing I do. Now, I'm going to show you how to tie it with both monofilament or fluorocarbon as well as braid, because there are some little differences. You want to start by feeding the line through the eye of the hook or whatever it is that you're actually trying to tie on. And then you want to give yourself about 6 to 8 inches of line as a tag end. Now with one hand, you want to pinch the line like so. And then with your other hand, you're going to use the tag to create a loop. And then you want to hold the top of that loop in line with your leader so that they're next to each other like this. Now you want to wrap this tag end around both lines and through the loop. Now you want to do this, if you're using mono or fluorocarbon, you want to do this a total of 4 to 6 times. Like so. Then you want to pull the tag end gently so the knot can start forming, but you don't want to pull it tight yet. You just want it to start forming. Now, we need to lubricate this knot so that it doesn't singe your line, which will severely weaken your line. So once you've lubricated the knot and the line, if you pull on the main line, you'll see the knot starting to move towards the eye of the hook. And then you just pull it real tight, and that will set the knot. And then you just cut the tag end off like so. And it really is as simple as that. Now it is a little bit different if you're using a braid line. So I'll show you how to tie it with a braid now. Now with the braid, I'm using a really thick braid just to make sure you guys can see it clearly. And I'm going to be tying it to a swivel because you're not really supposed to be tying braid to a hook. Now, so to start, you want to feed the line through whatever it is you're tying on. Normally it'll be a swivel. Give yourself about 6 to 8 inches of line to work with as a tag, just like we did with the mono. Pinch the line with one hand, and then with your other hand create a loop with the tag, and then hold the top of the loop right next to your main line so that they're next to each other like this. Then you want to wrap the tag around both lines and through the loop, just like we did with the mono. But the main difference is going to be with braids, you want to use 8 to 10 wraps. You want to use 8 to 10 wraps with braid. Because braid is a lot smoother, it can sometimes slip. So mono, you do 4 to 6 wraps. Braid, you want to do 8 to 10 wraps. And then once you're done, you want to pull on the tag end to start forming the knot like this. And then before you pull it tight, you want to make sure you lubricate your line all the way to the knot. And then like we did before, you pull on your main line, which will start moving your knot towards whatever you're tying on. In this case, it is a swivel. And then you just pull that really tight, like that. And there you have it. That is Uni Knot with braid. Then you just cut your tag off. Like this. So that's Uni Knot with braid, as well as a Uni Knot with a mono leader material. Fluorocarbon is tied exactly the same way as mono. The key points, guys, make sure you always lubricate your lines before you actually set the knot. Otherwise, you will singe your line from the friction, from the heat, and that'll weaken your line heaps. And if you catch a good fish, it's just going to snap your line. But the knot itself is one of the most reliable knots I've ever used. I've never had one fail before. Simple, solid, it holds. That's the Uni Knot sorted. I'll catch you guys in the next video.